this week we're going to talk about artificial intelligence. If you've been following the news in content marketing, all of a sudden everybody is talking about Chat GPT and AI in general, but Chat GPT specifically, about its ability to create content, and you don't need people because you got robots.
It's definitely gone crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm over here like AI is not new. A lot of the things that I see with Chat GPT have been happening in other softwares.
Mm-hmm.
The creation of ideas for content or straight up writing it for at least a year and tools that I've used, and I'm sure it was around longer than that, have been there. What I think is the big difference maker here is it was free.
Mm-hmm.
We
That
had to pay for it before, and I know this free model will go to a paid version, but they gave it out to everybody free, and everybody all of a sudden was like, oh gosh, we can do all this. We've, to an extent, have been already able to do all of this.
Absolutely. But the expansion of free means that suddenly these tools are available to a much wider market.
Yes.
Prior
I
to
love
this, you
that.
had, prior to this, you had a lot of agency owners and people who needed it for business, and they were using it. But
Yeah.
now what you have is people who
Anybody.
anybody can,
Anybody.
literally anybody can use it. And
Which is
it's,
very smart. Very, very smart.
yes, I mean, it definitely is. One of the things I one of the things I struggle with is the content is good. It's like a C plus B minus paper.
Mhm.
And I know that we were talking to someone yesterday who's like, yeah, but you can go back and you can ask it to refine it, and you can talk to it and get it to give you another iteration that's better. At that point, I'm like, or I could just write it.
Yes. You can't just take everything exactly as it spits it out, at least on your website and in written content, put it out there.
Mm-hmm.
I personally would never do that. I would never in my social media posts, because I am who I am and it's coming from me and it's me being written. I might use it for ideas and to get some outlines, but this will not spark creativity in the sense of originality,
No,
because somebody has to come up with it.
at this point, the way where AI is, you see the robot's ability to go out into the internet and access a lot of content all at once and pull this together,
That's
which
already written.
that's already written. So what it means is it's a great tool for summarizing ideas
Yes.
and repurposing ideas. But if you're looking to create blogs that are different and interesting, and don't read like another 15 ways to do this,
Yeah.
you need to put a little bit of you into the content.
It gives you an idea of what everybody else is already talking about, is already out there. It makes sure that you fully cover the subject. I know a hot topic that comes up with content writing is how long should it be? Did you fully cover the subject? That's what it's about. So this is going to go out there and scrape the internet. I guess what was it, 2021 right now?
Mm-hmm.
It's gone out there and it's scraped everything that's happened. But it is, again, new ideas need to be generated off of that. So hopefully that sparks your creativity and, okay, here's everything, but did they think about this? And did they
Mm-hmm.
think about that? And when you can go that step above, then you're putting out that content. And then guess what? Now the next person knows that. And then it's just going to be this. So a person in my opinion, is almost always going to be needed. Whether or not you need a full-time, all I do is write content.
Mm, I get it. This is going to short circuit. It's going to allow you to have a starting point. Some of the best content. Well, two categories. Some of my best blog posts are things no AI could have written. I was in Ireland doing Scotch tastings, and I got inspired going from one distillery to another at how
Yeah,
different they were when they talked about their product and what they focused on. And it really gave me inspiration for a post on positioning and unique competitive advantage.
yeah,
The information, when I get into the description of what is your unique competitive advantage, that piece could have come from anywhere.
yeah.
But the fun stuff, the piece that was written in
The
my
story
voice, the story that brought readers in.
got you engaged, made you wanna keep reading it, was personalized. That was a
Mhm.
live human writing that.
Absolutely. And the photograph of me in front of a distillery, no, no AI could have done that. And that's the piece that I think people forget or think they don't need. But
Yeah.
without that, your page and your post and your website is just like everybody else's.
I do go think in terms of, like, if you are just a content writer that expands skill set, or you are at the upper echelon, and there's nothing wrong being there, or there's mass quantities of content that's being written that needs to be edited. But if you're lower down on the stack, and like, that's where I think, like, you need to expand your skill set. I mean, I guess that's just me. I'm just a big believer in having multiple skill sets, because you just never know. I don't want to be pigeonholed into one
Mhm.
area or the other.
No, I think that using AI to get you started. I have some friends that are teaching right now that
Mhm.
it's really obvious to them that the students are starting to use this.
Oh, yeah.
And, the frustration of this one teacher is, again, the creativity. It's a high level of plagiarism. I
Oh, yeah.
mean, essentially using AI is.
Yes,
And
yes.
so, we were talking about her way around it, and the way around it is great. Well, we're going to go to,
There's some new tools that have come out that says it can detect it,
yeah.
if people are, in fact, using AI. That's why you can't just pull straight from it.
Well, and then Google and the search engines are definitely saying they're going to bias against it. But I think from an academic perspective, it's going to change, where they go to more oral exams and they go to more, in-person demonstrations of knowledge, which in a way, the teachers that do that, it will force a higher level of performance. So in a way,
Yes.
AI, like you said, the skill set, it's going to raise the bar
Yeah.
because in order to stand out from everybody else who's using AI, you're going
Yeah.
to have to lay in that extra level of creativity, whether you're a student or a marketer.
So we don't want more of the same. We
Mhm.
need a human to think. You're always, if you stay in strategy, you're going to be good. Somebody has to be providing the information in order for it to build off of, which is why I don't think, I've heard this being coming and, having no links and just straight giving you the answers. I think that is a very bad idea. I don't want
Mhm.
just one source telling me what I should think, or I don't like it. I think it's great to have some competition for Google. I'm
Mhm.
glad to get them all on their feet, but I just don't see this like one source of information.
No, and I think that it will settle out like a lot of the tools that were going to
Oh,
be
yeah.
the
Yeah.
next coming of whatever it
You and I
was.
have done it. We've done it. We've been out there. So that's why maybe, in the last couple of years, there's been so much to just like come out. I'm just like, okay, all right. So this is what's hot right now.
And so I think that, sign up for Chat GPT. Get a, it's tough to get a login because there's a lot of competition. A lot of people are trying to get on and use the tool, and it is free. But
Yeah.
get in there and try it, see how it works. Don't give up on your original, but balance it and see if it helps you be more efficient with your
More
marketing.
efficient. That is the trick. More efficient. Is it going to get rid of this, or that? We talked about tools and evaluating it. So this is just evaluating a tool. I will let everybody go play where everybody else is playing, and I'll go over here.
Absolutely. And speaking of going over here, we're going to get on with the rest of our day. We hope you'll get on with the rest of yours. Be sure to look for episodes of the Small Biz Chat on all of your social platforms or subscribe on YouTube.
All right. Take care.
Bye now.